Martha Ellen Johnson shared her memories of first moving to Clatsop County to attend Clatsop Community College in the mid 1970s, where she studied art. In 1975, she won a contest to paint a huge mural in the Student Union. The mural is long gone, but she says it had lived its course. Here's Martha's story.
Well, let's see. I was born and raised in Chicago and moved out to Astoria in 1972. And I started taking drawing classes up at Clatsop Community College with Stan Wanlass for drawing and painting and design. I took ceramics from Roy Garrison. That was when the art department was in the basement of the library. And so lighting, natural lighting, of course, was very difficult at that time. Royal Nebuchadnezzar was hired while I was going to school in the 75 and 76 to do printmaking. And I did take a printmaking class from him. He and Roy Garrison, they were still in the art department. And I think then Roy retired, and then Royal became like the director of the art department. But Stan, in the meantime, got the department out of the basement into that new building with gorgeous, gorgeous light. Natural light can flood in, where we couldn't get that in the basement at the time. But that was a very beautiful building, and I know Stan was behind all of that. There was this contest to paint a mural down in the Student Union. I'm trying to think of how tall that mural was. I bet that was 20 feet by probably 70 feet. And it was on two walls. And so I tried to do a kind of like a panorama of Astoria with a view across the river. And I had 19 people willing to model for me. It took some time to get it done. So I had a ladder and I just laid it all out. And then I just built upon it. And finally I finished it. I think it was like March of 77, but I didn't start it until the end of 76. And then it was up for a long time. My experiences at Clatsop College were really a wonderful foundation. I'm grateful to what I learned here at our local college. You know how you live in a place that turns into like an old shoe? So comfortable, you know? You just know where everything is, and it's just like just putting on a sweater, you know? I think, is there a more beautiful place? When I moved out here from Chicago, I thought, this is like living in a postcard. It was actually kind of difficult to get used to the visual expanse, the vistas, because living in a city, of course, everything's kind of closed in. But the vistas, particularly over Young's Bay, I mean, it was just heavenly. The rain is a bit much, but it's just a very beautiful place to live. And I always wanted to live here. I remember once when I climbed Saddle Mountain, I was on the trail and I looked across some little, I don't know, some kind of divide. And the sunlight was exactly at the right way. And my image of me was projected on this other surface, inverted. I just love living here, and it's just beautiful.